Hello friends, this is the third part of price discrimination in monopoly. In my earlier two videos, we have learned that how to calculate quantity and price for market A and quantity and price for market B, and we also know that how we have calculated this profit, that is rupees 350. When monopolist has taken the policy of price discrimination, that means he is charging the different price for market A and different price of market B. That's why the demand function for both the market are different. But in this video we will see that if a monopolist has not been taken the policy of price discrimination, what will happen. So first of all, what we have to do is we will add both the demand function, because there is no price discrimination. That means no discriminated market will be there, market A and market B. There will be only one market. When there will be only one market, that means there will be only one demand function. So what we have to do, we will add both the demand function. If we add both the demand function, that means 50 minus P, this is the demand function for market A, and 35 minus 0.5 P, that means this is the demand function for market B. What we will get? We will get the 85 minus 1.5 P. This is the new demand function for the whole market, and we know the TC will be same as before, and when we differentiate this TC with respect to Q, we will get our MC. We have already learned how to calculate the MC, marginal cost function, with the help of total cost function. If you don't know, please see my earlier videos. We will get 10, that is MC will be 10. Now what we want, the next we want MR. So with the for calculating the MR, first we should have the total revenue function. The total revenue is equals to price into quantity. Now this is a combined demand function. What we have to do, first we will change the place of P with Q. What we will bring this P into the left hand side and Q to the right hand side. So Q is equals to 85 minus 1.5 P. We will bring this 1.5 P to the left hand side. It will become positive, and 85 minus Q, and P will be 85 upon 1.5 minus Q upon 1.5. So this is our P value of P. Now we will put the value of P in place of P, that is 85 upon 1.5 minus Q upon 1.5. We will multiply with whole with Q. So we will get 85 Q upon 1.5 minus Q square upon 1.5. This is our TR. Now we will calculate our MR with the help of TR. So what we have to do, we will differentiate the total revenue function with respect to Q. So what we will get, 85 upon 1.5 minus 2Q upon 1.5. This is our MR. Now the next step is we will equate the MC is equals to MR, because the profit maximized condition is MC is equals to MR. This is the equilibrium point. So we will get, we have already calculated the MC, that is 10, and MR, that is 85.1.5 minus 2Q upon 1.5. We will take the LCM of 1.5 and 1.5, so we will get the 1.5. We will divide, when we divide 1.5 with 1.5, we will get 1, and after multiplying 1 with 85, we will get 85. Here is the same, when we divide 1.5 with the 1.5, we will get 1, and when we multiplied 1 with 2Q, we will get 2Q. We will cross multiply. When we multiply 10 into 1.5, that will become 15, and 85 minus 2Q. Next, we will bring 2q to the left hand side, so this will become the positive value, and when we bring this 15 to the right hand side, it will become negative. So this will become 5 minus 5 0, 8 minus 1 7. 2q is equals to 70, q is equals to 70 upon 2, that is 35. Q is equals to 35. This is our new Q. That means when monopolist has not discriminate on the basis of price. With the help of this Q, we will get the P. Now we will put the this value into the joint demand function 1.5p. That is 35 into is equals to 85 minus 1.5p. 1.5p is equals to 85 minus 35, that is 50. P is equals to 1.5. When we divide this, we will get 33.33 rupees. Now we will get our TR by multiplying P into Q. That will be 33.33 into 35. Our TR will be approximately 1166.67 rupees, and our TC was 850. Now profit will be 1166.67 rupees minus 850, that is 316. The earlier profit was 350. So if we compare this profit belongs to the monopolist when he is adopting the price discrimination, and if he did not discriminate the market with different price on the basis of price, he will get only rupees 316 as profit. So on the with the help of this, we can say that monopolist should adopt the price discrimination to maximize his profit. I hope you get the concept totally. This is the last video of this series, so thank you so much for watching my full video. I hope you're gonna like it. Thank you so much.